And hello and welcome back to OneShot yet again. Well, not really. We're not in OneShot yet, but maybe, hopefully, we will be. So let's try this out and just see what happens if I just start up OneShot after having completed Solstice mode. Wait, shit, I haven't backed up my save yet. 1 second. Oh, my save is gone. After you complete Solstice mode, your save file, the specific save file, is just gone. But there is a file called p-settings.dat, which I think is the file that saves all of your, you can delete your save file and the game will still know that you've done some stuff. That's how it knew that, I assume, how it knew I saved the world the first playthrough, because I was playing on that save file, or that, timeline, after I loaded and saved the world instead of Nico the first time. And I guess if we go to the My Documents thing, I'm just gonna check, because there's probably a fake save file in there, I would imagine. No, there actually isn't a fake save file. Huh. So I guess now, in that case, if we start up the game, it's probably just gonna be the title screen. Just like normal, like you've never played the game before. Let's find out. Aha. Oh, wait. I'm just gonna wait for it to show up for you. But there's something different. Start, settings, exit, ... Hello, world machine. ... Shelag, you're back. I restored the world. I sent Nico home. Are you not happy? Even if you wanted to see Nico again, you can't, Shelag. Nico is gone. And without Nico, there is no story for me to tell. No Messiah to traverse across the land. No way for you to connect with the world. But Nico still remembers this place. If you really want to see this world again, I could still, use her memories and portray yourself as Nico? Oh, but it won't be the same. It'll just be a recording. Ah, I see. It'll just be me using Nico's memories. Yep, exactly. Just like how I'm using Nico's reflection now. Is that what you want? Let me just have this backup screen open, because I want to see when it actually makes a save file. So for now, I'm just gonna say no, I guess, just to see what happens. No, I don't want that. I see. If you change your mind, though, feel free to come back. It's not like I'm going anywhere. So now, if you play more... Oh, man. Oh, shit, so what happens then? Now, if you play more in the game, you're just playing a recording, basically. But then what if you play Solstice mode again? Oh, boy. How deep does this rabbit hole go? How much do they plan ahead for, tiny little writing changes? Because, yeah, it's a recording. Pretty much 99.999% of the game can be exactly the same, because it's just a recording. But then you have to have a couple of little snippets here and there that acknowledge that, and maybe they have. But yeah, let's start up the game again. And then instead of clicking ... and saying that we want to do that, I'm just gonna hit start and just see what happens. Aha! I see. Yep. This is what I thought I would load into. Just this screen, and then you had to delete your save file to actually get going again. That would have been almost more interesting, I feel, if they didn't delete your save file, and you just launched the game and it was this, and then you quit the game, and then you launched the game again and it was this, and then you had to manually delete your save file. Maybe something with the whole My Games thing, I don't know, but you had to do something to delete the save file manually so that you were aware of what you were doing, and it's like I'm deleting my save file, but I want to play the game again. And then you get that secret option, or like you start up the game and if you don't notice ... you just start the game and you get this again and you're like, what the fuck? How does this make sense? And then you notice the ... and you realize, no, you can't just delete the save file because Nico doesn't exist anymore in this world. Like, that would have been a neat touch, because then it would set this up pretty well, but I don't know, this is fine too, but I think that would have been one step better in my opinion. But let's press a button, and it just goes. And then we start up the game again. I guess, for the sake of science, let me just try this. If I just exit the game... Whoops, damn it, I hit the wrong thing. No, stop. Exit. You cannot perform this action during cutscenes, god damn it. Well, I guess we can read this if she says, like, you're back. Yeah, you're back. Are you not happy? Yeah, this is all the same. Is that what you want? No. Okay, bye. Alright. Just for science, I'm gonna try just deleting... I guess I'll save this back up again. Not that it matters, because we haven't done anything in this episode, but I'll just save it just because. And now I'm gonna delete the persistent.dat file and just see what happens. Now, since I don't have a save file and I don't have a persistent.dat file, it should be exactly like I'm just playing the game for the first time ever. No, it's not. It is not. Okay, maybe it's not that. Maybe it's the p-settings.dat or settings.conf. Okay, that's kind of weird though. I wouldn't think so. Let's just hit start. Yeah, that's the same. Can't perform this action during cutscenes. Yeah, you have to just wait for it to register your input. Okay, so let's delete p-settings and settings as well. And I guess save backups. Just everything. In the folder is completely just clean at this point. Nothing is in it. And there we go. Okay. So now, well, can't see it yet, but now it's completely new. It's as if I've never played the game before. And if I just hit start now, yeah, it's a new game. Holy crap. And it's gonna be the same as always, like, no crazy memories of having been here before or anything. So you can play the game again, of course. Hello? Yeah, she doesn't say shelag. Yeah, that's it. And we have the TV remote here and all of that stuff. This action will record your progress. Yep. And that... Ah, I see. p-settings is the thing that, like, records your progress. Huh, I wonder what the persistent.dat file is then. Because if I then just put my files back, but then remove only the p-settings.dat and leave the settings and persistent.dat, now if I start it up, it is going to be the same. Yeah, it's the same, like, I don't have the ... It's like I'm just playing the game for the first time. But then what is persistent? Because I was thinking persistent would be like everything that you've added up over runs, where it saves, yes, you've done this, you've saved the world once, you've saved this, like you, maybe, first run you saved the world, second run you did Solstice, and third run you saved Nico, or something like that. Keeping track of that stuff, just for the sake of changing tiny lines in the code. But I guess that's all done in the p-settings.dat instead. But let's start the game here and just see what happens. And she doesn't say shelag. Yep, exactly. It's the same as just always. So yeah, p-settings.dat. That is the important file that you want to make sure you either make backups of, or save, or keep track of, or delete, depending on what you want. So, let's do it again, with my save files back. And now, we'll actually tell the world machine that I do want her to just emulate Nico, because that could be an interesting thing in and of itself. Because again, this is a bit weird. she's emulating, or it's emulating Nico's memories, which means I wouldn't be able to change anything, theoretically. Like, obviously it won't work like that. It's not like you have to take every single step you ever did, but it's kind of weird, because what if you choose different dialogue choices? Then, like, that's gonna be a different choice that Nico didn't make, so you wouldn't be able to record that. Or maybe it's just implied that this has happened so many times in the past that it's recorded every possible action of Nico in every simulation or something. I don't know. Is that what you want? Yes, it is. Alright. I will go rewind the story so that you can relive it from the beginning. Bye-bye. And now, if we check the backup again, that probably changes something in the p-settings.dat file. So I'm gonna make a backup here, I suppose. And now we'll get going, and I probably won't have the ... option. I do not have the ... option. Okay, so now you just play the game. And here we go again. And she's not gonna say Schlag, of course. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so it really is just the world machine. You can tell. Hello? Yeah? But what's gonna happen now, like, if we talk to the world machine then? That's a bit interesting. Input password. What was the password here? Did I write it down somewhere? I don't think I wrote it down anywhere. Because you're meant to look at the remote, but I could just, like, check my previous recording. 1 second. Okay, so we have blue 3, green 8, red 7, whoops, and yellow 5. Access denied. So it's not the same. Okay, so that also changes, I guess, like, when you generate a new run, you get a different code, so you can't cheat like that. Dusty books. Too dark to read. TV remote. Too hard to read in the dark light. Yeah. Red 7, yellow 1, blue 2. Wait, what was the order was like... I think the order was blue, green, red, yellow, right? So it's 2, 8, 7, 1. That's what I have to do. I hope I'm right. 2, 8, 7, 1. Yeah, access granted. Okay, neat. And let's see what she says now, or it says now. I don't know why I'm just saying she, because I guess she's emulating Nico. Why? You're already too late. Yeah, everything is the same. Okay, so even this won't be different. Do you still want to try? Your actions will affect Nico. You only have one shot, Schlag. I know. No, I don't. I really don't. Nico just woke up here. Yeah, so everything is the same. It's just that the character model and the sprite, or portrait thing, is the world machine instead. It's the shadow of Nico. Or are we even, like, darker? I feel like we're darker. I guess we'll see once we get out in the open. Oh man, I wonder if maybe, like, you can't even get the one-shot achievement when you play the game like this. You have to do that from the very start in a normal run. That could be possible. This gosh dang p-settings.dat file might be screwing me over. I don't know. Let's just check, of course. I don't think much is going to be changed. I think maybe something will. Possibly. I don't even know what will be changed. Like maybe Rue or something? No, probably not. I guess this won't change anything. Like, this is basically... It really is just going back to 0. But yeah, and we are definitely like a bit darker and just a shadow of Nico. She's less saturated and stuff. But we have just gone back to the starting point. But you could just keep playing the game, and I know that alters some things. Like if you play the game and you don't do Solstice and you just save or kill, and then you play the game again and then you save or kill, like some parts of it will be different. Oh man, I hope this recording doesn't mean that George is gonna be the same personality. That would be really boring. But yeah, for now, we just have to treat this as a regular old first run ever, and nothing is going to be different, probably, at least for a long time. So I'm gonna start by going up here and getting the iron bar, or iron rod. And one of the things I want to test is never talking to fishing rowboat man until you already have the acid complete, and then just use it on him, or possibly use the sponge and that on him. Bed looks familiar, yeah. Now is not the time for rest. So this is probably not going to be much. And of course, p-settings.dat is the file that records the fact that I'm called Shelag and not my PC name, which was a bit of an awkward moment in the first episode before I could change that. Or well, it was the second episode, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, if you delete that, it would go back to just calling me that. But now, because I do have the p-settings.dat and it does remember that, I'll just be Shelag. So that's gonna be the same. Tell me about going home. I wanna go. I just wanna go home. The computer. Yeah, I'm Nico. No, you're not. Yeah, this is exactly the same as before, or like the first run, not New Game Plus. Nothing is familiar. Are you there? So I guess we can say that is not my name, but this time it actually is true. Yes, it is my name. Oh, nice to meet you, Shelag. My name is Nico. I actually heard someone. Whoops. Oh. Oh! You could just cancel and, like, you're done. Also, that's a weird... There's, like, a border on the portrait. Like, the black isn't cut out properly or whatever. Has that always been like that? I thought it was, like, kind of green screened out or whatever. Like, transparent. And you only saw the character themselves. Yeah, like that. That's odd. Hello again. Huh. So that's just the shadow, I guess? Because they've taken, like... I guess it's just a filter over top of Nico's normal face, which just makes things like desaturated and a bit darker, and that's why that looks like that. I don't know, maybe. I'm just gonna say no. So now we need to first go over here, yeah. And just fix the crowbar. And once again, I should bring up my notepad with my list and just see what I can do that I haven't done before. Yeah, there were quite a few things that I wanted to test out, like back in the old barrens and all that. So, we'll see if I can do any of that. And now we just have to go and talk to Silver, right? There's nothing else I can do. And if I just walk past here, it's just gonna be the whole like, oh, we can't enter. Yeah, we should find the head engineer. Get the screwdriver. And then we just walk off in this direction. Oh! One thing that is going to be a bit interesting is... I guess maybe it's just gonna be the same, but like, if you do complete this and then do Solstice mode, will you still be a shade of Nico? And then if you are, how does it work when you actually go into the mines? Because the world machine doesn't know what's beyond there. It couldn't see that part. It was completely blank, and that's what was so scary. And the Nico came out and was all upset and stuff. I don't know. That could be a different thing, but maybe not. I can see a faint yellow glow in the distance. Don't stand so close to the edge. Sorry. And that's it. We don't get any vision. And I hope he's okay. And the yellow light is gone. Whoops, no, stop. And there we go. Charged battery. If we were in New Game Plus or Solstice mode, we could at this point actually complete the this part of it and then just take that charged battery all the way to the Glen and spare the robots in the Glen, which I do want to try at some point, but I probably won't do that on camera. I doubt I'll actually do another Solstice run on camera. This is probably going to be the last one, I would imagine. Unless someone can convince me if there's something that's actually, like, very important. I don't think so. I think it's mainly just minor stuff. Minor changes. I'm almost thinking of, like, before we're done with this, I should load the backup that I started last time, where I was at the very end, and just try that thing I was talking about, where I just go past everyone in the credits and then talk to Lamplighter first, because then she wouldn't be able to tell him that he's going to go home and that he's not dead, because... I mean, I guess it would just be the same, like, instead of telling Nico that while talking to Alula and Calamus, we would have the same exchange at the Lamplighter, and just say, oh no, he'll go back home and he's not dead, and then it would be the same, but I don't know. Minor difference. Could be interesting. There's nothing up here, right? Like, this robot comes back online when you power everything, but it doesn't do anything. There's, like, no point to it. Holy shit, it's late. Wow, I didn't even realize. So, now, let me just check. It's saved. No, it was like 6 minutes ago it saved, but I think I might just leave it off here. And I don't want to use the bed quite yet, because I do want to test quite a few things in the Barrens, so I don't want to use up the bed. Also, I've been told that you actually have to sleep in the beds. You can't not sleep in beds. I thought you just chose to do it and you got the dreams and they were optional, but no. If you don't sleep, it's something about, like, when you're ready to leave, she'll say that, I don't know, I want to see that, so we're gonna do that. Something about, like, her finding a place to rest, and then you have to do that, and then you have to start up the game again and get the dream for every area. And I just, like, wanted to find out how they worked, and I wanted to get all the dreams the first time through, so that's gonna be interesting to try out. So let's save the bed for now. I'm just gonna quit here, and I'll replay until this point. That's no problem. We haven't really done much yet. And we'll do some testing next time. There's like such gems as, let's see, my list here. Nico not doing the robot voice, not making Nico talk like a robot, or getting followed by the left robot in the settlement before the right one, because there was a little indication where she said, I already have someone following me, or something, and then the robot responded, which might change, probably wouldn't, and then like use acid in the bottle on the robot, not on the sponge, because then you put it on the sponge and then the robot, but if you put just the bottle on the robot, what happens? She would just say, like, we need something to, I don't know, help. Stuff like that. Tiny little things that don't matter at all, but I want to try them out, and we might as well do it when we're playing through the game one last time to hopefully, finally get OneShot and Ram Whisperer. That's the main goal of this third and final playthrough. So I hope you enjoyed the episode. Thank you for watching, and we still have a little bit of OneShot left in us. Bye-bye!